Mike, Laurel.
Laurel,
Nice to meet
great
you.
To see you. Thank you so much for the chance to attend and to speak.
Oh yeah, no, we're really glad to have you here. Actually, I think of Cloudera, and I think it's the darling, really, of the data world. So, what do you think of that?
Well, I would say we were fortunate to recognize the opportunity that Hadoop and also big data provided in the market early. 2008, I don't think anybody was thinking the way that we were about that platform, about the transformation that big data would have on enterprises generally. Our dreams have come true. The market is much bigger, much more active, and there are a lot of tremendous companies building value in the space now. So it's really exciting.
Well, yeah, and that's for part of the entire ecosystem. It helps to have competition and lots of people thinking about this. And where do you see Hadoop in the data stack?
Well, Hadoop is a new platform. I spent my career in the relational database industry, and it's interesting that Hadoop was not invented by Oracle or IBM or the database researchers, really. We were focused on improving the systems we had, really tightening down the screws and polishing up the chrome on relational databases for our very biggest vendors. It was really a classic innovator's dilemma problem. The big web properties recognized that complex data combined with structured stuff and then subjected to powerful new analytic techniques, machine learning, natural language processing, statistical aggregation, really hairball algorithms, could extract value that had never been available before. They built a platform that made that happen. We missed it in the database space. Fortunately, I think we recognized it at Cloudera early enough to get involved. But I see the platform, Hadoop, as the foundation of a new data management infrastructure. Large-scale analytics over much more data than has ever been available before is possible. It's possible with Hadoop to answer questions you couldn't even pose before. I do think that data will make organizations smarter, solve social problems, address disease, be helpful in delivering food and water to more people, and of course, helping enterprises understand the business data that they work with.
Yeah, we heard a lot today about data philanthropy. How do you see that fitting in? Where is there room here for a lot of good stuff to happen?
Well, look, open source software is a tremendous way to share innovative technology, not just with commercial users who have checkbooks and can pay for commercial software, but also with innovative organizations, governments, NGOs, nonprofits. There's a tremendous population at this event today doing innovative stuff and collaborating across organizational lines because open source software and shared data sets make that possible. And I think that's really important. Look, we're a commercial entity. We want to make a good living, but we're focused not just on commercial success, but on driving the platform broadly, and that benefits the community and nonprofits as much as enterprises.
Right, so a broad platform across a number of verticals, really. So anyone can take advantage of this and just get the most out of they can out of the data.
Yeah, in the 80s there was this hairball thing called a relational database that nobody had ever heard of. And I think we're in exactly the same spot on Hadoop today, right? It is a flexible, powerful, broadly horizontal platform. There are relatively few shrink-wrapped applications on it today, but we're seeing an ecosystem come together that's creating analytics, visualization tools, collaboration tools on top of that platform, much as an ecosystem evolved around relational databases 30 years ago.
So why are you here at Strata today? What have you seen in the last 6 months?
Well, the first reason I'm here at Strata today is that I was at the inaugural Strata in the Silicon Valley back in February, and I thought it was just a tremendous event. We are focused on ways that people can use our platform and Apache Hadoop to solve business problems. And I think that the discussions happening here are broader than that. People are looking at a whole bunch of technologies for a whole bunch of different problems. But the conversations here, the people who are attending, the talks that are ongoing, and just the people you run into in the hallway are doing really innovative things and creating really exciting platforms. It's good to put yourself in a room with really smart people and listen to what they're working on. And so that's why we're here.
Oh, that's great. And what do you see? What's exciting? What's coming down the pike in the next year or so?
Well, I have to say that the data.gov movement and the ability for governments without a lot of money to collaborate on data sets, to publish data sets to the public, and to encourage exploration and experimentation on those data sets is great. I think that, the session just before lunch, Tim talked a lot about ways that the community could come together, that legislation, that government could better interact with industry in regulation and otherwise. I think that's really exciting. More to the point, data management's been a boring space. I've worked in the relational database industry for like 25, 30 years, and it was blindingly dull. All of a sudden, there's an explosion of technology, there's an explosion of innovation. It's a fun place to be again. So this is a great place to get fired up and to see some of the applications that are being built.
Great, thank you so much. And we're just talking to Mike Olsen from the Cloudera, and Mike is actually the CEO. And I appreciate you being here at Strata Summit.
Thanks a lot, Laurel. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Bye-bye.